Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Prophecy, Solar Flawless, in Season of Defiance. Using Sunbreaker Titan, with Syntheseps and Throwing Hammer, along with Healing Grenade and Ember of Imperium. We're using Succession, Null Composure, and Leviathan's Breath, with these mods here. The Sniper can be anything really, doesn't matter too much. Leviathan's Breath is really good for this, as it does massive single target damage, as well as being able to one phase the first boss and two phase the second. Anyways, to start off with, we're gonna go to the right and kill these two knights here to pick up dark notes. If you don't know, the motes that spawn from the knights will change depending on whether you're in the light or the shadow. You need to pick up 5 and that'll put you in third person and then dunk them into the sort of spots. I get flinched there off the one shot, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. Now I'm going to go to the second knight and pick up all 5 motes at once. Alright, on to the next bit, we're going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to push up a little bit more, get some Roaring Flame stacks and Biotic enhancements so I can one-shot the knight with my hammer. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I'm going to do the same thing for these knights. I'm going to quickly try to get the shot off there. So I start Biotic enhancements procced. If you don't have it, with 3 stacks of Roaring Flames, it's a 2-shot. Or 1 stack of Roaring Flames and Biotic enhancements is a 1-shot. Anyway, so we're just going to sparrow through, jump up a bit. We're going to say hi to the Kell Echo, and then move on. So for this bit, we've got to dunk 4 things. 3 knights will spawn at the beginning, along with 2 groups of scions. We're going to start by going up to the right, waiting for this knight to spawn. Going to hit him once with the hammer, then we're going to wait for the scions to spawn so I get Biotic enhancements. I also want to use regular punches because they easily take out the scions and they lock on, and also give sunspots if you have at least 1 stack of Roaring Flames. So we're going to go around the back, get our health up, and then I'm going to go for the double dunk here, which you can do like that. It's a bit tricky to pull off sometimes, so if you don't want to do it, that's fine. As you can see, with double dunk, 4 groups of scions spawned instead of 2. So I'm just going to clear them all out. You don't want to finish on a double dunk, because that will spawn a group of scions along with starting the damage phase, which isn't great because you want things to be a bit clearer. So we're going to do the bottom light one first, and clear up some more ads. Now we're going to do the top one because we want to be on top of this sort of block here when we do damage. So we start the damage phase, we use this top bit as cover, and we just want to lay onto the Phalanx Echo with Leviathan's Breath. You want to time the shots so you don't have the shield, and if you get headshots you can easily stun lock him. And then just keep going. Goblins will spawn, which can make the Phalanx Echo immune. These can be quite annoying. You can kill them if you want, or as you see I'm doing, I'm using my super as I get low. This can go through the immune shields and also do a lot of damage at the same time. Once that's over, I'm going to use Null Composure to finish him off and get the one phase. Alright, so now onto the Wasteland section. We're going to slide out of the thing so we can get a loot. Pretty bad roll of a judgment. Now we're going to go to try to find the group of blights. Just sort of sparrowing up these dunes so I can get some air so I can see things. Find them here in the IO section. Gonna get some rolling flame stacks, and then just use the hammer with biding announcements to take out blights in 3 shots. You can also use the fusion rifle for these, it's also 3 shots. So we can ignore most of the enemies, since sunspots will give us restoration. And as long as we can get a kill, we can basically not take damage. So now we activate Toland in the next group will spawn. This is the Mars section. For this you want to go and kill the Centurions as quickly as possible. Then start taking down this blight. Move on to the next one, do the same thing. And finally to the last. Don't forget to activate Toland, otherwise the next group won't spawn. So now I'm just looking around. Usually you can follow where Toland sort of starts moving. That will show you where the next group is normally, sometimes it doesn't. So now I spot them over here. This is the Titan section. This has captains. Just want to try to get rid of them a bit. Take out the blight and move on. And so once you've done 3 of these, that's the encounter over. You can now move on to the Hexahedron. You don't have to worry about any of the big Minotaurs. As long as you're sort of in one of the blighted areas, they won't actually attack you. Right, so it pushes us off our sparrow, but we can get straight back on, so we're just going to do that. We're going to avoid... Well, we're going to get through the doors before they close, and then start opening. Not placing a rally flag because I already had full ammo. So for this, you want to kill hobgoblins, which spawn knights, and then dunk the modes in specific places to get the encounter to move on. I stupidly lost my hammer there, which is a bit annoying, but I can just use the fusion rifle to do just about the same thing, just without the health regen. So you know which one to dunk the modes into, depending on where Toland is. And of course, be in the right spot, light or dark, to do it. Once you do that 5 times, you'll be in the final area with 2 Centurions. They can die in 2 Leviathan's breath shots anyway. So as you can see, really missing my hammer right now. Using this little bit of dark here to get the motes. And then going over here to get more. Checking where to go. It's over there, so that's Duncan. So now we got dark on this section, which is fortunate because the majority of this section is dark. So we're just going to take out the acolytes and snipe the hobgoblins. If you only kill 2 hobgoblins in each place, they'll always spawn in the positions that they do for me. If you kill too many, they'll start spawning in different places. You want to be careful because modes can fall in the hole and you will die if you chase them. If that does happen, you just have to kill another hobgoblin and get another knight. Now onto this section, which is light, which is also good because this section is mostly light. I'm going to take out the acolytes, use this bit of cover here as a sort of base. Get flinched off by these acolytes' eyes, so I'm just going to take them out as well. Another thing is, the hobgoblin that you kill also determines where the knight spawns. So, once again, if you don't kill any extra hobgoblins, all the knights will spawn exactly where they did for me. I sort of slid off the lift there just before it could pull me up. As long as you get fairly close to the middle, it will teleport you anyway. Now we're going on to the last one of these. You can tell because the music changed. Or it would be the 5th one if you happen to get one up on the ceiling and you had to do one of these rooms twice. It will also activate on the 5th. Yes, whatever. So now to the final room with the 2 Centurion bosses. We're going to look behind us, draw a bow, and then just 2-shot him. Very easy. And that's that section completed. So now we're gonna wait till the load zone changes and immediately spawn a sparrow. Wait for the door, then go through. You don't have to worry about any of the enemies here. I think that'll thrall anyway, so you can just run straight through them. Now we're coming up to the Dead Sea. The sparrow section, which is pretty fun. Obviously, if you're not too confident with this, I suggest take it a bit slow. I've done this quite a lot, so I do speed through most of this. This is much easier to do the sparrow that isn't always on time, because always on time does go quite fast. So with these drops you want to hold forward. That'll keep your sparrow flat when you drop. It might bounce a little bit, but it will save you from going all over the place. So for this bit, you just want to fall off to the right. Almost screw up royally there. This curve here, you just want to use your side boosts to land on the platform in the middle, and then do it again to get to the next bit. This next curve, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. I got stuck on it. But not too much to worry about anyway. Now on to the boopers. Very low chance you'll actually be hit by any of them, and if you're going forward at full speed, they barely do anything. So you really don't have to worry about them. Using the handbrake really helps as well. So now we're coming up to the last bit. You want to get in the gravity lift. For whatever reason, getting off the sparrow right there makes you fall out of it, which is a bit concerning, but it's not too bad. Now we're coming up to a bit with a bunch of thrall. I'm just gonna try to get some ammo out of this so I don't need to use a rally flag again. So I've got Leviathan's Breath out to increase my chance of special ammo, because I already have full heavy. So onto the final section. It's pretty similar. It's a combination of the last two ones, where you have multiple rooms, but also multiple things to dunk. You want to wait a second because they will possibly change what colours they are. So you want to stay in the bag to begin with, depending on what modes you want. Be aggressive or stay to the shadows. Fortunately I get light here, which is really good for this run. Anyway, so we're going to dunk it here. When we do, a taken ogre is going to spawn. Probably going to want to kill him. Then we've got another light to do, so I'm just going to kill the knights here. There's a matrix dodge away from my hammer, so I'm going to have to get that back. Apparently I managed to throw it right into that crack, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but I don't have any stacks of Rolling Flames, so I'm going to use 2 fusion rifle shots to get him weak, and then, yeah. The Scions spawn on a timer, and the knights spawn as soon as you kill the previous 2 knights. So if you do it quickly, very quickly, you won't see any Scions again, but usually you'll see at least 1 extra wave. Now that we're done with that, we're gonna try to get our armor charge as fresh as possible before we go in. So we're going to start by running up to the right. With the Kell Echo, you cannot be too far behind for too long or you will die. We're also going to use cover to avoid his darkness blasts, which teleport you behind. Once the hobgoblins spawn, you want to kill them for radiant and armor charge. For this one, we're going to use this bit of cover, and then just, yeah, use Leviathan's Breath on him as much as possible. When you're killing the hobgoblins, you want your special ammo weapon out, because that will actually significantly increase the chance of a heavy drop, and you want as much heavy as possible for this, because the reserves aren't too great. But Okay, they're serviceable. So now, once he teleports there, we're going to go to the end. Gonna melee these two hobgoblins. And now that I'm out of Leviathan's Breath, I'm just going to use the Milk Potion. Fortunately, you get volatile from orbs with the volatile flow perk, which is great. Since I got teleported away, I'm just going to use a sniper because I probably don't have time to get back into fusion rifle range. And as you see, I've already done 50% of its health. It's much more likely that you'll get a 3-phase because you are also at the whim of RNG when it comes to ammo spawns. I am using bricks from beyond for this, so I will be trying to get void kills on the knights and ogres to get an extra chance at heavy drops. So now we've got the observatory room. The rooms are random. We're going to start with the light, because the light's really easy to get and we have 2 lights, 1 dark. As you can see here, I'm going to hit him twice and then finish him with the fusion. That didn't activate, but it spawned a normal heavy brick, which is nice. Going to do the same with the fusion here. It does spawn a brick from beyond, which is good. Same thing, but that didn't work. Nice pair of Dune Marches. I haven't actually checked the roll on them, but I'm sure they're good. So once again, just trying to kill as much as possible so I can attempt to get heavy. I then need dark, so I'm gonna throw a hammer there because I had biotic enhancement still. And for this guy, I'm just gonna try to throw 2 hammers. And also, since I had almost full Leviathan's Breath, I tried to get some extra special ammo by pulling it out. The ogre slams me away, which is a bit annoying, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm killing the ogre here so I can get armor charge ready. Fun little note, for these triangle pits, you only need to stand on the corner and they won't suck you in, but you'll get teleported. So now we're going to do the same thing, except this time I remember to switch from the Leviathan's Breath when I'm killing hobgoblins. As you'll be able to see, I do get really lucky and get about, I think, 3 bricks with heavy for doing that. Which is pretty nice. Yeah, there's 1. But I do miss a lot of shots as well right here. Don't know what was going on with me. You do also want to wait for him to put his head back up after throwing the Darkness Blast. You can hold the Leviathan's Breath drawn for quite a while, compared to other bows, and still get the full effect. Yep, there's another drop. As you can see, I'm dying a bit to these hobgoblins, so I'm just throwing a healing grenade, and I'm gonna bum rush them. And I got another heavy drop, which is great. And I'm just going to finish it off with Leviathan's Breath. That's that done. Wasn't too difficult, but this was a pretty lucky run as well. So, thanks you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope you found this helpful. If you did, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.
pass no judgment on dark or light, and they love passing judgment. Trust. That means in their eyes, the two are the same.